Hello everyone, so I'm Silvain, as Jacob said. Thank you, Jacob, for having me. It's really nice to be here. So just as a quick presentation of myself, so I'm Silvain, I'm product lead at Sayduck. Sayduck, in one word, in one sentence, is the leading platform for 3D and AR for furniture. So I'll come back to that in a moment. And myself, so I'm a 26-year-old guy. I am French, I live in Finland, and I basically have been a technical guy for quite a while. I have a background in basically security and IT, and then I also did a master's in innovation and design management in Finland, so that's where I kind of started working for Sayduck. So Sayduck, basically, it's a 5-year-old company, so it started in AR 5 years ago already, which was extremely early for the technology. As most of you guys know, it's still very early today, so imagine what it was 5 years ago. Basically, at that point, my founders kind of loved the idea of AR that just became technically possible, and what they thought was like, okay, let's figure out what we could do with this technology. So they fiddled around with different ideas, like marketing. They did shoes, they did like fashion a little bit, but then what they came upon was basically this. So that the furniture is actually a really good use case for AR, because people are struggling a lot with, okay, how do I refurnish my home? How will it look? How much space do I have? How much space do I need? So these are actual pictures from users that we got when they discovered Sayduck. They were like, hey, this is what I have right now in my home. Like, it looks like a freaking murder scene. And I have no idea what I'm doing. And we were like, yeah, well, happy to help, because basically they discovered Sayduck and they replaced this with that. And we think that's basically a very good improvement, in the sense that, okay, you basically get to see in real time very easily all the products that you like in augmented reality. So in this context, basically the different options that you want, you can select colors and everything. So our focus has always been basically that we work with photorealistic content. That means that all our products are as close as possible to real products. And to achieve this, we basically work with a manufacturer from the start. So all our products on the platform, we have over 4,000 products nowadays from over 100 brands. We always work with the brand initially, so they basically contact us like, hey, we would like to be part of your platform, have our products in AR for our consumers to be able to try it out at home without the hassle of going to the shop. And how it works is they give us some materials, like basically photos or actual real product, if it's possible, if it's not too big, or then just like their own like industry 3D, so like CAD models for those of you who are familiar with that. And then we work with that. We try really hard to get the materials right, the shape right, the details right. And at this point, when the manufacturers say, okay, this is really great, then we push it live and it's on the platform, and then we do a few things with it. One of them being the AR app. So talking about that, I will show a little demo. I could actually show demos after the presentation, but for this, I think it's easier to just show a video. So this is the Sayduck app. You have like basically a product. You can select from the catalog. It appears in 3D. That means you can basically look from any angle and zoom in on the detail, get a really much better understanding of the product than what you would get with a picture or with like what you usually have on the web. And then you just point and click, place it in your home, and there it is. It's still interactable. You can still basically pick the color and everything. So it's as simple as that. It wasn't always as simple as that. Again, 5 years ago, AR was very far from this. You needed markers. You needed like a lot of steps to get to that furniture in your living room kind of point. And basically, that's very good that today, finally, phones are able to work fine enough to get to that position and that computational power. So what do we do? Our position in the consumer journey, so we for the furniture industry, we kind of have this 4-step process that we see the consumer going through. The first one is inspiration, so that's the step when you're like, okay, I would like to get a new living room, like update my style, and so you kind of think, okay, what is the atmosphere I want, what's the style, what different like positioning I need to do. For that, people usually Google a lot, but they kind of focus on designers' blog, they look at celebrities' homes or something like that. And it's very well documented on basically Google Images and things like that. And we basically start to play a role in the discovery phase. So that's when you basically narrowed it down to, okay, I would like an oak coffee table and a black sofa. And then we have our catalog. You can search for all the black sofas you want. Pick the one that matches your style. So you kind of decided, okay, I want like Nordic style black sofa. So you have like 3 options. And then you validate them with the augmented reality. That's obviously like just placing it in your living room, checking it out how it looks. Do you feel like it fits to your room? Does it fit like physically in the room and things like that? And finally, the purchase that is obviously self-explanatory, but at this point, Sayduck is still mostly on the 2. We do have some programs with the retailers with like affiliate models. I will just come into that when we talk about business. So basically, as a quick recap, today the Sayduck platform is mainly 3 products. We have the Sayduck app. So as we saw in the video, it's basically a catalog of products that you can see in AR. Then we have the same 3D on the web. So that's very good. It's a product that we launched about a year ago, and that resonated really well because it's a lot easier to use and understand than the augmented reality for business especially. So a lot of retailers have actually been embedding it because we provide it as a basic copy-paste window, like a YouTube window. So lots of retailers have actually been embedding it on their own websites. I can just show you a quick look at what it looks like. So this is basically it. So same principle. You can zoom on the detail, look from any angle. So and your screen is not showing. Oh shit! Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah. So you can basically zoom on the detail, like pick the color, and then like have a better understanding than what you would have with just a picture. And of course, as I said, all of this is available. Like you can just copy paste this iframe code here on your own website, and that's what people have been doing quite a lot. And then we do white label apps. I put it here like a bit on the side because we basically used to do that a lot before when we were like kind of figuring out how to make money out of this. And we figured out that basically, originally, brands were really happy to have their own product in their own app. And nowadays, it's more about the Sayduck platform because we offer these different services and different channels that brands are really happy to have, especially having basically retailers use their 3D, their officially validated 3D on their selling points. So it's been working pretty well for the past 5 years. So now we have more than 100 brands, as I mentioned. If you guys are a little bit familiar with high-end furniture, we have basically a lot of big names here, Artemide, Vitra, all of those are paying customers. So that means that they basically contacted us and we work with them almost every month to basically add new products or update their existing products. And we've reached about 150K 3D views per month. So those includes from the 30+ retailer website that are using the 3D web viewer, and the Sayduck app with the augmented reality feature. So just as a quick look of the potential of the market, basically we have, as I said, we released the 3D viewer about a year ago in March 2016, and in a year we saw like 10 times growth. We're now over like 175,000 views per month. So that's like 3D impressions on any websites that basically loads the 3D from Sayduck. And what's really interesting about this is that basically this is completely organic growth. Like we just put the 3D viewer on our site with the little embed frame, and then retailers kind of like saw it on the brands, like our paying customers. Of course, we told them, hey, you can do that. So for example, Artemide added it to their own website, and then from there, retailers just copy-paste it to their own website, and it's been growing really organically very well. So that's why we're very confident that by actually putting focus on this growth now that we validated the interest, we're going to be able to reach 1 million 3D view per month by the end of this year. Okay, so speeding up things a little bit. So why do brands pay for AR and pay for 3D? It's very easy. In the furnishing market is massive. 750 billion euros. Okay, so I don't know, $850, $850 billion, and still today about 10% is happening online. So the main driver is to digitalize the industry. That's what we believe in. That's what the brands are telling us. Like they want to have an online presence. They want their sales to go online. They want to be part of the like VR AR revolution. They basically want to be able to be here when all these third-party developers start making apps with furnishing, like for games or even business applications for VR and AR. And so that's visibility, basically, like they want to be part of our platform so that they're part of the same with all the industry players. They control the content and they can have like some kind of idea of how many people are using it and be sure that people who are using their products and their brand image are basically using the right content. So in short, they're paying to digitalize to be part of the digitalized industry and to have channels to distribute this digitalized content to other like interested parties. As far as the business model goes, we basically have, first, as I said, we work with a brand, so they have an annual membership for us to be on the platform. We also work with retailers, so at this point, retailers, we have this freemium model, so you can copy-paste the embed and like basically for free. And then in the future, we will basically work with them to add some threshold of impressions that you will start to pay for a content access fee. And on the consumer side, we already have some tests going on with retailers that basically you have like an affiliate model. That means that every retailers that embed the 3D content, we basically add buy links that are locally relevant. So we're doing this right now mainly with a retailer in the Netherlands, Germany, and Belgium. And if you access the Sayduck app or the Sayduck website from one of those countries, you will be able to check out the product on their own, on the retailer's website. So just to conclude, basically, Sayduck is a platform that strives at providing 3D for many purposes. So right now we're ourselves providing the augmented reality and the 3D in the browsers. We're also experimenting with these product shots on our website currently, so you can just go pick a product, make a scene like the angle you want, and then you can take a screenshot, which is very interesting from a marketing and public relations point of view, because you get like clean, transparent PNGs of any products you like. And then of course we are preparing for the virtual reality like explosion when people will need all these kind of like furniture assets from the actual brands. So going forward, basically, like as I said, we are expecting very strong growth this year. We're working with a lot of retailers like behind the scene right now, like some new partners and some very interesting potential partners to embed the 3D viewer in the Sayduck 3D, as well as new brands, of course. And basically, to fund this growth, we're also looking for like new investors and hire new people and all that. But basically, like just like the idea of Sayduck is that we really believe that ultimately a lot of things are going to go digital, as you probably all know, and including in this is that the furniture market is lagging behind everybody else, but it will happen as well, and that's why we want the brands to be ready by being part of our platform, where they can have like officially licensed content that third-party developers, AR, VR application can use and deploy. And thank you very much. I'm happy to take your questions. You can download the Sayduck app and try it out yourself. It's free. And basically, you can also check out the 3D on the website. Yes? Thank you.